Ladies and gentlemen, good morning once again. My name is Ina Kambongo. I'm the Admin and Stakeholder License Officer at the Ongwediva Trade Fair Society, and I'm honored to be your MC for today. This Stakeholders Engagement Session serves as an important platform for us to share the visions, the plans, and outlooks of our upcoming trade fair, which also happens to be our 25th anniversary celebration, while creating space for meaningful engagement, collaboration, and the exchange of ideas. Today is about strengthening partnerships, building momentum, and collectively shaping a successful and impactful Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair 2026. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in viewing our video that shows the reflections of the 25 years of Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair milestones, growth, and impact. And there's our beautiful logo for our 25 years of exhibition excellence. Truly, what an incredible journey it has been. Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome on stage the chairperson of the Ongwediva Trade Fair Society, Ms. Rebecca Haidulika, to share more on the visions and plans for this year's trade fair.
Honorable Deputy Minister Jenelly Matundu, always good to see you at our platforms. Your Excellency, the High Commissioner from Botswana, Your Excellency Femelo Dankora, it's good to see you at the Ongwediva Trade Fair Society platform, and I would like to welcome you. All the delegates that are present, our CEO of Namibia Trade Forum. Let me stand on the protocol already observed from Ina. My name is Rebecca, and I'm here to share with you the plans that we have for this year, as we are celebrating our 25th anniversary for Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair. It's actually supposed to be 27 years of exhibition excellence, because we started in the year 2000. But the year 2020 and 21, you know, we have had this pandemic of COVID. We couldn't have it. It would have been actually our 27 years of celebrating one of Namibia's premier exhibition platform. So bear with me. I'm going to share with you a little bit about the background of where we have started, our mandate, and the plans that we have for this year. This is particular for those who have not been to Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair, but I would like to believe all of us have had a pleasure to be in Ongwediva. This year we are celebrating a bigger one, and we call you here so that we share with you our plans, so that we see how we can, all of us, collectively celebrate. If you have got any plans that you would like us to share, and if you want to, how you can get involved, while we are still at the planning stage, we are here to engage with you and to see how we can together. Because we always say Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair is not Ongwediva Town Council, and it's not Ongwediva event, it's a national event. And it's only if we do everything collectively and inclusively, we can actually advocate and advance our main mandate, which is literally trade promotion in Namibia. So, this is us. For those who have no idea what we're all about, I'm sure His Excellency would appreciate if I do a little bit of introduction about Ongwediva Trade Fair Society. It's actually a platform which has been established by a forefather. Before even 2000, there was a group of businessmen together with government who thought we need to put up a platform where we can bring industry together so that they can market and so that they can actually just promote trade in Namibia. And this platform was specifically targeted for the northern Namibia. This is why before Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair, it used to be called Let's Go North Namibia. So after that, our forefather then decided, okay, because this is Ongwediva, let us give the mandate to Ongwediva Town Council. And this is now where we come in. Through Ongwediva Town Council, we were operating as just another corporate social responsibility. And then in the year 2000, we realized this platform is much bigger than us. This is why we need to do things differently. So together, Council have actually decided to establish a non-profit organization established as Section 21, which is now Ongwediva Trade Fair Society. It's still under the custodianship of Ongwediva Town Council. However, it operates differently and it operates with partnerships. And this is why we are all here, together with the Ministry of International Relations and Trade now, Namibia Trade Forum, the sponsors. So this is our thing. It's not Ongwediva Town Council thing, right? So, and together we have now what you call Ongwediva Annual Preparatory Committee, which is a committee consisting of about 21 professionals, not only from Ongwediva Town Council. It consists of business people, it consists of corporates from Ongwediva, it consists of people from a variety of institutions who comes together and form part of the preparatory committee to put together this one big event that we have every August in the North. So our mandate is to organize exhibitions and related business events aimed at promoting trade, unlocking investment opportunities, expanding market access, and supporting local economic development while strengthening national and regional integration. So why do we convene? Why OATF matters to stakeholders? Number one, it's about market access. Every year we have a variety of industry. We have over 470 exhibitors that come together to product their services and to market their products and services. If there is a person who is a business and they want to expand their market access, Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair is actually the right place to be. If there is an SME who has just started a business and they want to market their business and they want actually the market to know more about, I do exist and this is what I do, what do? They come to Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair and create networks. And it's about business linkages and it's also about economic activation. It's not only about exhibition. We have a variety of conferencing opportunities and also networking opportunities. We have conference centers whereby if you are in an industry or if you are a service provider or if you are a manufacturer, anyone, you can actually book one of the conferences and invite your stakeholders because that is where everybody congregates and this is where you need to be. So, and it's about also institutional visibility because you want your brand to be known, you want your brand to be seen, you want to enhance your brand visibility. Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair, that is why it matters. And apart from that, it's also a platform and a catalyst to promote trade, business, investment opportunity between not only Namibia, but SADC as well. Your Excellency, I'm happy to report that we have a variety of businesses from Botswana that actually come and exhibit. And would like also to invite more. We would like to have more of the Botswana engagement. So this is actually the right platform to do that. These are just some of the statistics. I'm not sure if you can see properly, but just overall, if I can give you, last year we had about over 97,000 visitors that has come to Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair within a period of 9 days. And we had 475 exhibitors. So that just shows the magnitude of this event. And this year alone, we have received over 1,800 applications already. And we can only accommodate about 500. So you see that demand. And this is why we say, all of us, we need to come together, see how we can actually expand. So these are just some of the statistics that I can talk about. So let's talk about the theme for this year. Our theme for this year is a resilient, inclusive, and sustainable economy. We are resilient because business and institutions that can adapt, trade, and grow in changing conditions. I've just spoken about COVID and how we have managed to maneuver and leverage because of what COVID has taught us, to a point where we actually did some virtual exhibitions. We are inclusive. This is a platform where corporates, SMEs, youth, women, institutions, everybody comes together. We are sustainable, and we would like to be sustainable because economic growth that balances enterprise, people. We're talking about people, planet, and profit. This is why we want to be sustainable. So looking at that, this is where we are actually trading under. And if you are coming to Ongwediva to exhibit, to network, or to engage, just have it at the back of your mind how you can align to this particular theme. So the plans, just a snapshot of what's going to happen this year. Today we have a stakeholders engagement. We would love to have a room full of people. It's good that you are here. I'm a bit surprised because normally, if you go to Ongwediva in August, I don't even know where to walk because it's a sea of people. And I would have loved to see that here, but nevertheless, I'm very happy that all of us that are here. So you can tell your colleagues and your stakeholders, but we'll keep bothering you. Emails will be coming. And bear with us. And we're going to have a fundraising gala dinner on the 4th of July. This is literally where we say we cannot do this alone, right? As I've said, it's a national event. And just looking at that, when you have over 500 exhibitors, when you have 90,000 people, that takes up a lot of resources. And it's not a mandate for Ongwediva Town Council. It's a national platform. And we need all of us to pull together all the resources that we have so we can keep the momentum, so that we can keep this platform alive. Because based on the research and the statistics that we have collected, it's actually one of the biggest in SADC. So you see that magnitude, and this is why we actually coming to you and we need your support. 21st to the 29th of August, that is when we are going to have the main event. We are looking at the official opening, which will be on a Sunday, on the 23rd of August. It will be officiated by Her Excellency, Madam, the President of the Republic of Namibia, Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. And I would also take this opportunity to invite all of you to come and be with us. And during the trade fair, as I said, there is a lot of conferencing and opportunities, and networking opportunities. We do have conferencing facilities. If you want to book a session where you can engage with your stakeholders or where you want to network, please book with us while we have time so that we can see how we can assist you to arrange this networking session throughout the trade fair, because that is where your people are. As a service provider, that is where you need to be. Plans and improvement for OATF 2026. It's not business as usual. This is our now current Namibian slogan, and we also want to align with that. We have recently launched a new web app. For those who have not seen it, it's called www.oatf.com.na. It's whereby we've decided we need to be interactive. This web app is so amazing because you, as an exhibitor, you also have your own microsite, right? Whereby you can load your products and your services online, and you can literally exhibit online. This is one of the opportunities you have as an exhibitor. We are also now able to buy tickets, such as entry tickets or visitors tickets, so you don't have to queue up anymore. You can literally buy everything online. We also have a variety of interactive sessions. When conferencing is in session, you are able now to watch everything live on the website. And we have maps, we have where to stay, where to eat when you are in Ongwediva, all that information is there. So it's really a wonderful platform that I would like to encourage all of you as stakeholders to take advantage of that, because looking at the number of visitors that are visiting the site is actually quite high. And you might just want to take advantage of that. And another thing also, we continue to do biometric access. I think all of you are quite acquainted with that, especially the exhibitors. Every year we try to improve so that we reduce the queuing. And this year again, we are trying also now to improve our systems so that we have a seamless exhibition throughout, then you don't have to stand in the long queue. And those are some of the improvements that we are making. The business symposium, this is something that we do together with Namibia Trade Forum. I'm glad Rodney and Jenelly are here as well, so that we can give you more information on that. This is a platform whereby we try to give information, especially to our SMEs and also to our businesses, regarding how to get market access, how to trade within the AFCAT. And for this particular year, because of our agreement with the Limpopo province, we have a group of over 25 businesses from Limpopo province in South Africa who are coming to do what you call a matchmaking session, whereby we connect Namibian businesses together with their South African counterparts so that they see how they can work together. If somebody wants also to export something, you are a Namibian product developer, or you have a product or service in Namibia, and you want to enter or access your market in South Africa, the Limpopo province will also be here to assist you on how you can do that, and vice versa as well. The South African counterparts, if they want to also trade or to have their Namibian market access, our officials for Namibia Trade, the International Trade and Relations, they will be here. NIPDP, NAMRA, all the important institutions, they are normally present during the business symposium. It's quite something that is wonderful, and we really just want to grow that. And infrastructure upgrade, we have done a little bit of infrastructure upgrade. The infrastructure that we are working with, they are over 25 years old. So limited capacity in terms of renovating, but we're trying to do our best. This particular year, we have expanded, we have built more ablution facilities. We have also busy constructing exhibition, what do you call it? OJ is here, the lead engineer, can assist me with that. It's actually a trading place, especially for traditional products. We used to call it the cuckoo stand, where our old ladies are sitting. Now we want to just give them that conducive trading environment, and this is what we are doing for this year. And better stakeholder communication, cleaner navigation, and stronger visitor engagement. So these are some of this year's plans that we have. And once again, the reason why we are here, we also want to hear from you. At the end of this session, we want to engage with you. If you want to see something different at Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair, we are here to listen to you. If you have a proposal that you want to bring forth on how we can make this year better and bigger, we are here also to listen to you and see how we can assist you with that, and see how we can do it, all of us together. So as I said, how can you plug in as a stakeholder? Conferencing opportunities, networking opportunities, exhibition. You can also sponsor DRE, skills and career development. We have institutions such as UNAM and NAST who will also be on site, and that will give career guidance, especially to our young people, and SME linkages through also the symposium and networking session. So the future focus that we are looking at, we have realized that for the past 27 years, we have been evolving, but not evolving much. We have a platform that is there with infrastructures. But we are waiting for August to be engaging. So the future that we have, we want to establish a trading platform throughout the year. We do have the infrastructure. Let's make it a trading hub. And this is why we are coming up with a new business model. We are not doing away with OATF. Of course, the main event will still be in August, but we want to have really an engaging Ongwediva Trade Fair Center throughout the year with a hype of activities that is promoting trade, that is connecting businesses, not just for August, but throughout the year. So that is the vision we have, and we'll be happy to share those plans with you at the right platform. But for this particular one, this is just to engage you a little bit on what's going to happen, but we also want to engage you more in the future, in the new business model that we are planning as Ongwediva Trade Fair Society, because there is really a lot that we can do, but it's just that we are not doing much. And this is why we need to change a little bit. If we want to be sustainable, we have to look to the future and see how we can do it throughout, not just wait for August to come. Thank you very much. That was just a short introduction of what we're gonna do. As I've said, we'll be here after the session to answer any questions and to engage with you. I'm not sure if we can take the questions now, but because of time, I'd rather we wait for the officials' activities then. Towards when we network and engage, then we can answer some of the questions. I'm here with my colleagues. Ina, you have met. I'm also here with OJ. Lonia is also here. Just say hi to people so they can see you. We are also here with a councillor from Ongwediva Town Council. Councillor Jason is also along with us. So I want to thank you very much for listening to me, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rebecca Haidulika. As you heard, the theme for this year is a resilient, inclusive, and sustainable economy. Next, I would like you to please help me welcome on stage the acting CEO of the Namibian Trade Forum, Mr. Rodney Hoaeb.
Good morning, dear stakeholders. I will rush it through because it's a long morning on the Wednesday, and I'm really excited to see everybody. Dear esteemed guests, I also stand on the protocol already observed. My honorable leader and honorable minister, Jenelly Matundu, and also Ms. Rebecca, that really delivered that very heavy remark and very well placed presentation. Basically, it gives us too much detail about the evolution of the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair, and we are just here as fellow stakeholders to make that dream bigger and more visible to the wider audience. By introduction, my name is Rodney. I'm the acting CEO of the Namibia Trade Forum, an agency of the Ministry of International Relations and Trade, responsible for market access, trade policy, and public-private dialogue. Amongst others, it is also our duty to ensure that Namibia companies have equitable access to domestic, regional, and international markets. As the bearer or the flag bearer for the AFCFTA implementation, it is our solemn objective and institutional mandate to ensure that businesses, MSMEs, youth, women enterprises all partake within growing the footprint in the AFCFTA markets, whether it is with the immediate neighbors or with the continental powers or economic hubs. We have significantly, and with the help of the current Minister of International Relations and Trade, covered regional visits that really gives you that hope and great and expands your expectation about the AFCFTA, what it stands for, the opportunities that you can win from, how you can unlock it, the legal frameworks, as well as the deeper needs for value addition within the African context. And I believe, as we are sitting here as businesses, institutional leaders, we are all aligned with those objectives. And where you need help, our institution, as the NTF, is there to provide you that support. And the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair is there to provide you that assistance or the networking atmosphere to ensure that you have the right instruments to enter or penetrate the African market. In addition, to reflect on the purpose why we are here today and the engagement that we are foreseeing for the 25 years, which is, do we say it is a juncture where we have a mature trade fair in independent Namibia that we can really give credit for, that really stood resilient throughout the test of times. And I think only hiccups of COVID, but continue to pick themselves up to fight in solidifying businesses, commercial activities, trade, and etc. We have strategically, for that reason, maintained our MOU to ensure that we, as an institution, we render our full support and our resources to deliver every year the business engagements, the gala dinners, and also to participate in the Limpopo Business Council, the hosting the B2B sessions, and as provided by Ms. Rebecca, that businesses are welcome to give other recommendations on how we can sharpen or deliver this mandate without failure. The event is not only an annual event to drain your travel expenses, but it is there to give credence to the Namibian businesses, all the way from the most remote towns to the urban town to cities, so that we celebrate annually the hard work and commitment of Namibia's industrial sector. It is there so that we celebrate those who are working in the most remote areas, so that the reflection of growth is not only central, but it is there for us to reach out and do our utmost best to recognize those that are also unseen in ensuring that Namibia is a stable economy. The ecosystem also contributes. It is also something to note that Namibia's growth is not only from Windhoek itself, but it is the towns like Ongwediva that is strategically poised between two growing and evolving towns, which is Oshakati to the north and Ondangwa to the south. Being in that position, they are also 60 kilometers from Namibia's economic free zone, which is the Oshikango corridor, which is crossing into Angola. In terms of our vision and looking forward, it is our duty to ensure that Namibia's focus in growth does not just fall flat. But if we, according to what we have witnessed with Ongwediva, and I think we have been a little bit sketchy, that Namibia's industrial growth within the northern areas can be a much result. We cannot just walk away and leave it in shadows. I can give a bit of highlight because since June 2025, Angola has acceded fully to the SADC policy on free trade. And all these years, they were always a dormant signatory to the SADC industrialization of the free trade area. But with this, they can fully implement the rules of origin certificates. They can fully implement all other benefits that come along with the SADC desk, which is in terms of infrastructure and also in cooperation and collaboration with all the other member states. That can give a new glimpse of hope for market entry within that region. Not only that, the industrial space can be revived, where we can look at more strategic areas of the zones that were depleted in terms of the special economic zone policy or the SEZ Act that is there to revive hope within the Namibian business ecosystem. The Ongwediva itself and how it can support other towns and being an example, it is through its more modernized urban design. It is its government and private sector and other institutional presence that it has, and also it is also more welcoming in terms of nature and easy navigation. And as we could see, there are more advanced features for you to navigate and find your way around. The forward-looking approaches, as I mentioned before, ladies and gentlemen, we have to strongly also align with these policies. These also needed at regional level, town level, and all that. They are not just there for simple reasons of pushing a theoretical narrative, but they need practice and implementation. Special economic zones will be industrial and geographical zones. For them to be vested closer to towns and also industrial participation will unlock benefits of more tax incentives, fiscal and non-fiscal incentives for businesses, provision of services to one located or specific area without being too far, water, access to maybe affordable land, and etc. It is also, along that policy, we also have the retail sector charter, which can provide market access to the growing beef sector, for example, in that area. Beef is it's an exceptional sector, especially for the AFCFTA. The fresh produce, the AMTA is in that surrounding. There is more that we are discussing behind the scenes with regards to product of fresh produce value addition, to see that they are more prepared, that they are processed, packaged, and they are ready for market output. With the P agreement, which also that we are encouraging to be more effective, and we are continuing the battle. There are initiatives like the NAM-PPF that was chaired last year by Her Excellency, our President, to make sure that we lift up policies and give them that supporting platform, that they become very effective. Through the P, we foresee the recent developments in renewable energy exports to Angola. And these are all opportunities that are there for Ongwediva, within the Ongwediva Town Councils or the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair's disposal to take and to capitalize on. The infrastructure, for example, roads and rail, are high networks of connectivity that can really, for Ongwediva also strategically, if you look at the northern or the sideways towards Oshikango and the border post for access. I will get to one point. The SMEP, or the Smart Swapo Manifesto Implementation Policy Plan, which is one of the key economic enablers that we have at the moment. And if implemented, sports, arts, other activities like conferences and business engagements also fall within that support, and I believe we are making strides within that as well. NDP 6, fully supported by also by Ongwediva, hosting one of the main campuses, also looking at other institutions that can also still establish themselves are more than welcome to do so. We also have to reflect a little bit on cross-border efficiency, which is, I believe I've seen an article this morning, and I don't want to make a slang remark, but I hope it comes out as economic diplomacy, where a newspaper has published that the Lobido corridor is a threat to Namibia's business environment or the corridors that exist. I will blatantly disregard such narrative because it is unfounded with any factual expectation that we can discuss. I will give my reasons, for example, how the Lobido corridor, which will be stretching from Congo DRC to Angola, will not be an obstacle for Namibia or for Ongwediva or any other northern area in that sense. I think it will be a golden opportunity where we have to awaken ourselves for an emerging corridor that can actually match the southern regions in Angola with the northern regions in Namibia. It stretches all the way from the copper-rich regions of Chingola, Solwezi, Yimbe, and it also connects a little bit more southern areas, towns or cities in the DRC, which is your Kolwezi, Dilolo, Luakano, Muhango, and within Angola itself, Huambo, which I know many are familiar with, and then it goes to Lobido or the Benguela exit points or the ports. That itself places us to say, where can be the next stop for the Lobido corridor? Hopefully, it can be our Oshikango and Ongwediva as well. It is just 60 kilometers. It means we are more closer to the Lobido corridor unless we have a fixated mindset that we are only dependent on South Africa as a corridor for foreign imported products. And to round off, I would like for us to reflect more on value chains as well. the railway and the copper that is found in Hoaeb smelter, it is not different from the copper that is emanating from the corridor from the southern areas of DRC. And they can also flow along the corridor, which can revive hope for the railway functionality in that sense, and also from products that can move southward from the south to the further northern areas, from northern Namibia all the way to DRC, and eliminate or reduce the heavy reliance on road transport, especially now that we see that there's upgrades happening between Lusaka and the dollar areas or the copper belt. That itself can be a new route that can be explored. Ladies and gentlemen, with these few remarks, and also to put the emphasis back on the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair, it is an esteemed honor for us to be fellow stakeholders and to hold hands with you. And our blessings and our assurance is with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rodney. Truly, partnership is one thing that is very essential and important to the Ongwediva Trade Fair, because with that, it helps us to fulfill our mandate and visions. And we're not only bridging the gap between local businesses and their customers, but as well as local businesses and international businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please rise as we receive the keynote remarks from the Deputy Minister, Honorable Jenelly Matundu.
Ms. Rebecca Hindulike, Interim CEO of Ongwediva Town Council and Chairperson of the Ongwediva Trade Fair Society, and your entire team. Master Rodney Hoaeb, Acting CEO of the Namibia Trade Forum. Your Excellency Philip Kawe, High Commissioner of the Republic of Botswana to the Republic of Namibia. Regional and local authority councillors present, senior government officials, members of the business community, development partners, sponsors, exhibitors, entrepreneurs, invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope it's not that cold in Windhoek. Ms. Rebecca, allow me to tender the apology of your dear sister, my minister, Honorable Ambassador Salma Shipala Musavi, who could not join us this morning due to other equal commitment. She really wanted to be here, but national duties calls. So my task this morning is very simple, and it's just to deliver the statement of the minister that goes as follows. It is a pleasure to address you today during this important stakeholders engagement for the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair 2026. The 2026 edition marks a significant milestone as Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair celebrates 25 years of exhibition activity and 27 years of existence as one of Namibia's leading platforms for trade promotion, enterprise development, innovation, and economic empowerment. We can all attest that over the years, the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair has evolved from a local exhibition initiative into a recognized national trade and business platform that continues to bring together government, the private sector, state-owned enterprises, development partners, SMEs, entrepreneurs, exhibitors, and the wider public. This engagement provides an important opportunity to strengthen collaborations, mobilize support, and encourage broader participation in the upcoming anniversary edition. The theme for the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair 2026, a resilient, inclusive, and sustainable economy, is timely and relevant. It reflects our collective commitment to building an economy that is competitive, adaptive, and capable of creating opportunities for all Namibians. The theme speaks directly to Namibia's collective aspirations to build an economy that is competitive, adaptive, people-centered, and capable of responding effectively to current and future economic challenges. It further encourages all stakeholders to reflect on how trade investment, innovation, enterprise development, and strategic partnership can contribute meaningfully to long-term economic resilience and shared prosperity. Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair 2026 should therefore not only mark an anniversary celebration, but also represent a renewed national commitment towards building a resilient, inclusive, and sustainable economy for all Namibians. The Ministry of International Relations and Trade recognizes the important role of trade fairs in promoting market access, investment, business linkages, and enterprise growth. We therefore remain committed to supporting platforms such as Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair that contribute to economic development, industrialization, and regional integration. Ladies and gentlemen, this engagement creates an opportunity for meaningful dialogue on how stakeholders can actively participate through exhibitions, sponsorships, conferences, networking sessions, investment dialogue, sector-specific engagements, innovation showcases, and business partnerships. The success of the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair has always depended on strong partnership and collaboration between government, local authorities, the private sector, development partners, sponsors, exhibitors, entrepreneurs, and communities. It is therefore encouraging to see such diverse representation. The Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair remains an important platform for advancing Namibia's national development priorities, particularly in areas of trade promotion, industrialization, investment facilitation, SME development, entrepreneurship, job creation, innovation, value addition, and inclusive economic growth. Trade fairs provides practical platforms where national policy objectives are translated into business opportunities, market access, partnerships, and enterprise growth. As Namibia continues to pursue economic diversification, industrial development and regional integration platforms such as the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair must continue to be strengthened and supported as vehicles for trade, investment, innovation, and inclusive growth. The trade fair also contributes significantly to both the local and national economy through its multiplier effect across sectors such as retail, hospitality, transport, logistics, communication, food service, tourism, creative industries, and general services. It creates both direct and indirect opportunities for businesses, service providers, vendors, accommodation establishments, transport operators, local producers, and emerging entrepreneurs. Importantly, the impact of the trade fair extends beyond the exhibition period itself through business linkages, network opportunities, visibility, and market exposure. Distinguished participants, the Ministry of International Relations and Trade recognizes the important role that trade fairs play as practical instruments for creating market access, business linkages, investment opportunities, and platforms for economic diplomacy. The Ministry therefore remains committed to supporting initiatives that advance trade promotion, enterprise development, investment facilitation, regional cooperation, and access to wider markets. In this regard, the renewal of the Memorandum of Understanding between the Ministry, the Namibia Trade Forum, and the Ongwediva Trade Fair Society is an important step towards strengthening cooperation in a trade promotion, enterprise development, market access, stakeholder participation, and institutional collaboration. There's indeed a need to renew this MOU, Madam CEO. This MOU should serve not merely as a ceremonial agreement, but as a practical framework for measurable collaboration and shared outcomes. It should support initiatives aimed at mobilizing exhibitors, facilitating business-to-business engagements, strengthening SME participation, promoting local product, and enhancing regional trade opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, I am also encouraged by the continued effort to modernize the trade fair through the introduction and utilization of digital platforms, including the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair web app. Digital platforms have become increasingly important in improving stakeholders' engagement, enhancing exhibitor and visitors' experience, strengthening communication, improving efficiency, and positioning trade fairs as modern and competitive business platforms. This demonstrates that Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair is adapting to evolving business and technological environments while remaining responsive to the needs of exhibitors, partners, and visitors. Program Director, the Ongwediva Trade Fair 2026 should also serve as a strategic platform to further position Namibian businesses, especially the SMEs, youth-led enterprises, women entrepreneurs, and local producers to participate more meaningfully in domestic, regional, and international markets. The trade fair must continue to promote inclusive participation by creating opportunities for emerging businesses, informal traders, rural enterprises, and grassroots entrepreneurs. At the same time, the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair has the potential to further position itself as a regional trade and investment platform capable of attracting cross-border participation, regional business delegations, investors, trade missions, and international partners. Such regional participation can strengthen business linkages, promote Namibian products and services, and create wider market opportunities for local enterprises. Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for the anniversary edition of the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair, I wish to encourage all stakeholders to participate actively and meaningfully. Your support through exhibitions, sponsorships, conferences, networking sessions, investment dialogues, innovation showcases, and strategic partnership will be critical in ensuring that the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair 2026 becomes successful, impactful, and memorable. In conclusion, together, let us use this platform to strengthen partnerships, unlock opportunities, support enterprise development, and contribute towards building a resilient, inclusive, and sustainable economy. Thank you very much for your kind attention. With these few words, that was the statement prepared by your minister, and the ministry is really here to work hand in hand with you, Madam CEO.
Thank you very much, Honorable, for those strategic words. As she said, that we cannot do this alone. We need to work together. And you know, the trade fair, it's not only about the exhibitors that you find at the event, but as well as our local communities, Ongwediva and the different surrounding towns. You know that the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair attracts thousands and thousands of visitors, and this drives economic growth for our communities. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to have a music interlude by none other than Rovi Mingo. Thank you so much, Rovi Mingo, for that beautiful, beautiful sound. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to encourage you all to please visit our website, that's www.oatf.com.na, and just explore and get a feel for it yourself. There's also advertising opportunities on there as well. And as you said, from wherever you are in the world, you can now engage with our exhibitors on our website. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Ms. Lonya Ngulikwa for the vote of thanks.
My name is Lonya Ngulikwa, a member and the convener of Marketing and Publicity of the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair Preparatory Committee. Honorable Jenelly Matundu, Deputy Minister of International Relations and Trade, Your Excellency Philip Hoaeb, the High Commissioner of Botswana to Namibia, the acting CEO of Namibia Trade Forum, Mr. Rodney Hoaeb, Ms. Rebecca Hidulika, the chairperson of the Ongwediva Trade Fair Society and the interim CEO of the Ongwediva Town Council, partners, distinguished guests, sponsors, stakeholders, directors of proceeding, team from the Namibian Trade Forum, members of the media, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Morning still. Oh, okay, good morning. On behalf of the Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair and the Ongwediva Trade Fair Society, it is my honor and privilege to extend our sincere gratitude to all who make it, who have contributed to the success of today's engagement. We convey our deepest appreciation to the Honorable Deputy Minister of International Relations and Trade for gracing us with your presence, for sharing actually your valuable insight and reaffirming the importance of collaborations, international partnerships, and trade as key components in driving the sustainable growth. Our special thanks to Your Excellency, Philip Pumawe, the High Commission of Botswana, for being with us today in today's engagement, and that tells us a lot in terms of the importance of international cooperations. We extend further our heartfelt thanks to our distinguished guests, partners, sponsors, and stakeholders for your presence at today's engagement. Your commitment and shared vision continue to strengthen our collective efforts. Special appreciation goes to the Program Director for effectively steering today's engagements, as well as to the team of the Namibian Trade Forum, the organizing committee, the facilitators, the technical teams here, the support staff from Arabush, whose dedications ensured the successful of this today's event. We further acknowledge the thanks and thank the members of the media for your presence and for helping us amplifying the outcome of this important engagement. Today's discussion have actually reaffirmed the value of unity, collaborations, and shared purpose. We continue working toward our common goal. As we conclude, we warmly invite all our stakeholders to attend our OATF official launch and fundraising gala dinner that will be held on the 4th of July, 2026 at Ongwediva Trade Fair Center Hall. With that, we thank you again for coming, and we wish you safe travel to your respective destination. And before we pack, we would like just to emphasize that we need to engage and just share more of what we could not get within that limited time that we had together here. Thank you once more.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lonia. And also just a reminder to our guests that refreshments will be served as soon as we are done. But for now, may we please rise for the national and AU anthem.